Good morning, y'all. Brett with Swafford Homestead. Out kind of early, picking figs. It's fig time. They all don't turn at one time. You've got to pick them a few at a time. This bush got really big this year. It's good 12, 14 feet in diameter this year. Like I said, they don't all get ripe at one time. There's lots of them. Keep the limbs up. They just get the camera and pick them up. And all the limbs is just floated with them. Like I was saying, they don't all turn at one time. You got to pick a few a day. But you got to beat the bees to them. Red wasps really love figs. Yellow jackets. I know bees are different here and there. We've got the really big, long, solid red wasps. Normally this time of year they're pretty aggressive. Normally they're aggressive. This time of year they don't seem to be. And I'm wrestling with a fig here. I am picking them. I thought I'd bring the camera out and show you what we're getting here. These make some good sized figs. These are Olympia or Olympian. I've seen it both ways. I don't know if it's supposed to have the end on it, at the end of it, or if it's Olympia or if it's Olympian with an N. But they grow all year, produce figs in the fall. Of course, cold weather here in Tennessee kills them. They'll die back to the ground, come back up. This is a little more than 1 year growth because I covered them last year. I had a bumper crop of figs and it got cold the 1st of October like it normally does, which it ain't this year. So I covered them up and I saved my figs. Canned several quarts of them. But the bush didn't die when I done that. It didn't die back to the ground. It died off a couple feet and left me some old branches from last year. I'll show you one here. This one, it's black and covered with what looks like mold. That's last year's branch. Of course, you can see it didn't do anything this year, but it's still on there. It's attached down here where this branch come out. So it died back within a couple feet of the ground on that one. There's several more that died off 3 feet or 4 feet down, or dead one here. I never did get them all out. So I really wasn't sure where it would pop back out at, because I noticed they all just didn't turn black and get brittle. This is the most figs we've had. Sorry, grabbing another. You spot them, you better grab them. Yeah, there's a tomato in there too. My fall tomatoes are starting to produce a few, and if you don't get them just as soon as they get where you can pick them, the bugs will have them. Even though it gets good and cool at night, it's still getting upper 80s, up to 90 some days. So the bugs are still enjoying everything. I won't get busy picking figs. I'll show you the result when I get done. I've got 2 of these bushes, so there'll be a few more to pick on the next one. While we're out here looking at the figs and picking figs, talking about figs, let's talk about what we're looking for as far as canning. I'm going to can these whole in simple syrup. I'm looking for one that's got the yellowish brownish color coming to them. Soft, but they're not split yet. They'll actually split across the bottom. If they hang there long enough, they'll split completely all the way up. They're dropping their seeds, you know. But most of the time, if they get to this shape, if you ain't got a hold of them pretty quick, the bees has got them. So. And we only get, dozen, half a day. maybe 2 sometimes. You say, well, how do you can them? You take them in, you wash them up real lightly because the skin's real soft on them, especially when they're getting close to being dead ripe. These are real close. Not busted, but ripe enough to eat. But you wash them really good and you put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. You save them up till you get enough of them. Don't fill it with water. Wash them, dry them, put them in the bag. Just freeze them the way they are. When you get ready to can, you take all your bags out and then you process them that way. They're already washed. All you gotta do is remove any of the stems you didn't get off and you're ready to go to the sugar water. But we did find a few this morning. The colander's 2/3 full anyway. I've already done this several days, so I've got, I think, 3 Ziploc bags full now. This will be the 4th one. I just keep walking around, keep finding more. I thought I'd make a quick video about what we're doing out here, what we're getting. If you don't have figs, they're a very good producer if you can get the right one for your area. Be some good food. Something good to put up, something to store. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. God bless.